Americans may soon feel the effects of President Trump's executive actions, and they could impact the type of car people choose to drive. One of the orders will eliminate what Trump calls an electric vehicle mandate and could also end subsidies for EVs. In his inaugural address on Monday, the president said he expects his moves on energy to bring down costs.
The inflation crisis was caused by massive overspending and escalating energy prices, and that is why today I will also declare a national energy emergency. We will drill, baby, drill.
For more, let's bring in Joann Muller. She's transportation correspondent at Axios. Thank you so much for being here. So what does Trump mean when he says there's an EV mandate?
Well, there's not really an EV mandate, but the regulations are written in such a way, they're strict enough that companies can't comply with them without making more EVs. And so, President Biden had a goal of 50% EVs by 2030, and President Trump has said, nope, we're not doing that. He revoked that order, and he also halted the spending of money for electric vehicle chargers for a national network of chargers. So those are the two things he's done so far. But he is clearly setting the tone that things are going to be different now.
So if you drive an electric car right now, you're eligible for a tax credit as much as $7,500. Will that end?
We think that will end. It has not yet, but we certainly think that President Trump will do that. He has talked about doing it, which, the effect of that is it will make electric vehicles, which are already pretty expensive, even more so. So we would expect that to soften demand for EVs. The other thing, and very importantly, that he has not yet done, but we expect him to do, is to roll back the emissions targets for car makers. These are tailpipe emissions. And that is the law that is scheduled to get much, much stricter. And the effect of that is car makers would have to bring out more EVs in order to comply. And so we fully expect that to go away as well.
So you have written that Elon Musk's Tesla could lose billions of dollars in clean air credits because of Trump's environmental policy. Does that mean electric cars will get more expensive? And sort of on the political spectrum here, what does that mean for Trump and Musk's relationship?
Well, Tesla CEO Elon Musk has said, I don't need EV tax credits to sell my cars. And that's true. But what I'm talking about here are for all the other companies that cannot comply with the law, they have to buy credits, emissions credits from Tesla, who complies with every single car that they built. And so Tesla brings in billions of dollars that they make from other automakers just for trading credits. And if the regulations become more relaxed, the pressure is off those other car makers. They don't have to buy as many credits from Tesla. So that is a source of revenue for Tesla that represents about 40% of their profit, frankly, in last quarter.
What else are you watching for in your world?
Well, I think, there's a wild card here. We forget that the auto industry is a global industry, right? And so no matter what happens with this policy whiplash that we're seeing in the United States, these companies are still competing on a global scale, and all eyes are on China because Chinese car makers are heavily subsidized. Therefore, they use a lot of those things as cost advantages, and they can bring out electric cars, very, very good ones, I will add, that are way cheaper than the U.S. car makers can do. And so the pressure is on for car makers to figure out how to compete with China, even if they don't have the support of some of these EV credits, in particular manufacturing tax credits that they have currently to build plants in the southern U.S.
Joann Muller, thank you for your time.
You bet. Thank you, Lindsay.